The government has got to invest both the available resources as well as any external resources that can be found to begin mitigating food stamps, whatever they call food stamps, or distribution of food, distribution of all these essentials, the things that you really need to have for you to survive. So we need to have tons and tons and millions of tons of those ones to be given to all the vulnerables. All the vulnerables. Okay. And that cuts across the whole country. Let me tell you about why our economy is shrinking. Our economy is not shrinking because it's of coronavirus. No. For 3 years, we have been warning about the bad government policies that contributed to the shrinking of the economy as we have it today.
Including the IMF warning.
IMF warned. One, we were overborrowing, massively overborrowing. And you know, when you overborrow like that, the consequences are there. Secondly, what did we do? We discouraged all the investors who were here, people who were in the real estate. For example, one of the areas, and I keep repeating this thing, and I just hope that Kenyans do now understand the cry that I always used to say.
Okay.
One component, one fortunate blessing in disguise that we had, you know, sometimes the misery of some other people becomes your own blessings, was the collapse of the Somali state. And we literally had all the money that belongs to Somalis going through this country.
At the height of the sanctions.
Right from the first time in the 90s when we did not have
the multi-party struggle,
and World Bank was not giving us anything.
There was no aid totally for about 10 years.
There was nothing. But we still had excess liquidity in terms of convertible currencies, dollars here in the country. Because Somalis were remitting to their people all over. And Moi was such a fantastic guy. He allowed that. And then, of course, Kibaki's time. Kibaki literally said, don't touch the Somalis. Mudawura.
Yes, Ambassador Francis Mudawura.
The sage, the wisdom, the wise guy that I don't know how we're going to replace him. And if Uhuru is watching us right now, he had better get him close to him the soonest possible to help him on some of these things. Now, we dealt a blow to that. They're now all over. In Addis Ababa, they are in Kampala, they are in Kigali, they are everywhere in the world. Let me tell you one thing. Now, what happened, I'll tell you, we were the gateway to the countries, the landlocked countries, and all the importation used to be done.
Okay.
We disturbed them on those importations. We kept their oils and their containers for years in Mombasa port. What did they do? All they did is that they shifted to Uganda and they shifted to Tanzania. Instead of Ugandans coming to buy from here, in the olden days, now Kenyans are going to go and buy from Uganda. And who are the businesses who are importing that? The same people who were here before have shifted.
Because of
150,000 families have shifted to Turkey and other places.
Because of tax frustrations.
Because of frustrations, because of envy, because of jealousy, because of stupidity. You know what I mean? Basically saying that, I mean, Somalis are taking over the country. I mean, that nonsense is the kind of stuff that was there, that was going there on that time. What do we have today? We have a situation in which you have to travel to Tanzania to go and buy from Tanzania. We have to buy from
back home
and come back, get it back here into the country.
Okay.